All right, in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to take this photo from my buddy Serge Romelli. And when he showed me this photo, he asked me, it would be really cool if I could see like a tiger or something very unusual in Paris. And it's not an easy composite to do, to find the tiger or shoot a tiger in the proper angle. So after looking for quite a while, I found one and put it in here. And I wanted it to be very movie poster-like. Serge really likes that kind of style, so I was like, all right, I'm going to try to do something that's very, it rotates around two main colors, very blue and then some highlights in yellow and stuff. So you can see the after right here, and it really captured that feeling of snow and movie-like and kind of extraordinary. So let me show you, it's pretty cool.
All right, so for the third project here, go ahead and open this Eiffel Tiger folder in the lessons, and you have these assets here. We'll start with Eiffel. Double click that, open in Photoshop, and it's this photo by my good friend Serge Romelli. So what we're going to do is put the tiger in here. Just the first step we're going to do is we want to add a haze, and we want it behind this tree, behind this lamppost, and behind this tree. So we're going to use a cool little trick using color range for selection. So the first thing you're going to do actually is go and find the eyedropper tool, which is this one, and just pick a color out of the bark. It should be something like that, this brown color. And then go to select and go to color range. All right, and look at that, color range shows up. And so with the settings of 37 fuzziness and 92% range, make sure that localized color clusters is checked. And you basically have this selection that's done. It's all this color. And so how does this work? Color range. Right now, it's picking the color that I picked in the front, so the brown color. And anything in this picture that has sort of that range. So I can add colors, like with the little plus here, and I can say add this color as well, add this color as well. And every time it's sort of adding little colors. That's a little too much, and so the tree is not as well outlined, so I can lower my range or lower my fuzziness. Okay, so and then I can say I want to take some colors out, like I want to get this blue color out. That's not what I want. So that's how you basically get these complex selections sometimes. You don't want to take out too many colors, and sometimes the more you add and subtract, the more your selection becomes pretty jagged, so you don't want that too much. I prefer, in this case, I pick out the brown that's right here, and I just go in here, select, color range, and 3792 is pretty good, localized. And I can go in there and fix it if I want. All right. But for now, let's hit OK, and it makes a selection. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer and hit the little mask button, which turns my selection into a mask. What does that mean? This layer now, if I take a brush, for example, B for brush. Okay. If I were to, I'm going to hit the default colors and put white in the front. And if I were to brush now in this area, it's only going to go where that selection was. All right. So that's the magic of masks. Okay. So I'm going to undo that because that's not what I want to do. In this case, what I want to do is make a gradient. So let's take that. And actually, let's take the eyedropper first. I want a gradient of this blue, something like that. All right. And then we go to the gradient tool, and I want a gradient that goes from foreground to transparent. So that's the second gradient up here. And I don't want it to just be a linear, because this is linear gradients, this is a radial gradient, this is an angle gradient, and I want to reflect the gradients. What it means is it's going to be blue and goes to transparent, but it's going to be mirrored on both sides. Let me show you. I click, I hold down the shift key to make sure that it's nice and straight, and there you go. Now the only thing is, right now it's putting it in those trees because I selected the trees, not the background. I need to invert this mask. I select the mask, as you can see here. This is the layer selected. This is the mask selected. It has little crosshairs around it. And now I'm going to go in here and do edit. And we actually want to invert this this mask. So Command I is where how you do that, which is image. And let's find this somewhere in here. It's probably in the adjustments. inverts, all right? So I inverted the mask, all right? Which you can see, now instead of it being in the front, it's in the back, okay? And what we want to do with this layer is, let's try something like screen. That'll be a little bit better. That way, what it does, screen really just lightens, and it keeps some of that transparency. So you can see, before we added that, after we added that. And I think 50% would be better. We don't want it too strong. Well, actually, kind of prefer it stronger. For now, let's leave it strong, okay? And so before, after. See, and now the thing you have to know though, if I move this layer, let's click this layer. If I move this layer, it's going to move the mask with it, okay? So it's moving my gradient and the mask. I'm going to undo that, Command Z or Control Z on a PC. That's because the mask, sorry, the gradient that you find here and the mask are linked with this little chain link. If you click on it, the chain disappears, and now when I move my gradient, you see it moves, but the mask does not move, which is why it looks like this gradient is behind these trees. All right, I'm going to undo that move. And I like to link it, just keep it linked, but know what that does, okay? All right, let's leave it on screen for now, and 100%, that's fine. And now if I feel like I need to see more of the tree or I want to edit the mask, here's a neat little trick. Click on the mask, and we're going to go to Image, Adjustments, Levels. Now levels are how you can manipulate the midtones, the shadows, and the highlights of any image or mask. So in this case, if I darken it, for example, I bring the midtone near the highlights, that's going to reveal more of the trees. And if I do the opposite, it's going to, so you see it's darkening or lightening that mask, which is what's showing you whether it's behind or in front of these trees. It's kind of a cool little trick here. All right, so I think just a little darken. I wanted it to be a little behind those branches, so that's fine. And I don't want it to be behind these trees. I want it to be in front of these trees. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up a little bit. Take a brush tool, B for brush, and let's go ahead and hit the X on here. We want it to be revealed, right? See, it's in front of all these trees. And to change the size of your brush, Control Alt is a pretty cool trick, nice little shortcut. So just go in here and I'm brushing over. If I do it on top of this post, it'll really show. So I'll do a little bit, it's fine, it's good enough. I don't want the shadow to be, I want the haze to be in front of that shadow. So right now, where is it in front? It's in front of, it's behind this tree, this post, and this tree. So that's pretty good, that's what I wanted. All right, so neat little trick, color range, and how to place something behind elements. You select it, and you use a mask to put it behind or in front. I might have a few little branches here that I want to get rid of, so just do that. Make my brush a little bigger and kind of just do that so that it's out of the way. All right, there, it's good. It's a little bit in front of that bark, but that's fine. I don't really mind. All right, so that is the first step for this project.